the one to take it to. They can preserve and seal most any type of items for the special shadow boxes that will stay like new for years to come. Stop by or call Allison today at 835-2780 and tell you heard about her on Big Boyz Toys. Ray City Diner, exit 168 off of I-20 on Highway 77 right there in Lincoln, Alabama. Best steaks around. I tell you what, Wanda McKeag and her staff have great food in this restaurant. They are open 24 hours a day, breakfast served 24 hours a day. Each and every week, steak special. You guys working down in that area, she has lunch specials each and every day. Also, now through October, bike night every Tuesday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Tuesday night. You guys bring the bikes out, listen to music, enjoy the great food. We'll see you at Ray City down in Lincoln, Alabama. Next vehicle, 1955 Chevrolet, Wendell Bolton. Wendell, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. And his driver, Heath Bolton. Welcome to Big Boyz. Tell me a little bit about your car. Don't be smiling. Don't
Well, it's got a 454 I bought from Mr. Ralph Brown. Board 30 over.
You bought two motors from Ralph Brown, right?
Well, I'm gonna get that now. That 57. His wife finally okayed it.
So you gonna that's two motors you gonna get from Ralph Brown?
I'm a sucker.
I got some land in Old Hatchie, that's what I'm saying.
Is it a bargain?
I don't even have the deed to it, it's a good.
Oh, well, I'd buy it.
Tell me a little bit about your 55. Now, y'all have had this in a while.
Yeah, we've had it 4 or 5 years. It belongs to my wife. She couldn't come tonight. I paid her last night. You know, she worked for me, and she just had to go off this morning and get drunk. We left home. She just laid in the floor drunk.
Your wife's gonna kill you. She's sweet as she's been.
Easy now.
That's his mama you talking about.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I forgot. I got her baby with me. Since I started running with Ralph, she's been drunk ever since.
John, overlook him. He can't help it. Now, you painted all this car. Let's get off of John.
Oh, I want to get my car painted. Needs new interior. We're going to get it redone here one of these days when we get through this Camaro we're working on. Working on a 68 Camaro now. When we're going to put that motor out of that 57 in, 383 stroker. But now when I buy a motor from Ralph, he completely rebuilds it, and it's right.
Ralph's wife balled her fist up while you was talking about John.
Well, one time I had that motor bought from Ralph, and she put a stop to it. I thought she was going to whip me and him both that day.
Now, do you help him work on the cars and build them? Or?
No, he's the pit crew. I just drive.
No, I don't have nobody helping but Ralph and Brian.
I help him clean them up.
I ain't understood this from over there in that Gaston area. Brian's a young fella.
Yeah, me and Ralph's old.
And the rest of the fellas over there that fix up cars,
We're old.
they're old. He used lying. I mean, now Ralph's got the Camaro, and you got a Camaro too. When you go to these shows, don't people say, look at that old man in that Camaro?
Yeah, but it don't bother us. We don't care. We're just glad to be here.
You gonna redo the interior and all this yourself?
No, I'm gonna have it done. I'll hire everything done, man. I ain't got nearly everything.
He works in the chicken house all by
I
himself.
work in the chicken house. My wife don't do nothing.
Now, who picked out the wheels and all? This is your wife's car. I know. It's her car.
Who picked out the wheel? Me. But she loves them.
Whose car is it?
It's hers. See the tag on the front? Jones 454.
So it's her car.
But I bought her this little Camaro the other day, and we're gonna swap.
How you gonna talk her into that?
She don't like it since we've made a hot rod out of it. She don't like to drive it.
The way you talk, she ain't able to drive along.
Nah,
She can't drive a whole lot, especially on weekends.
They trying to get her in rehab.
We've been trying to get her in rehab, but they won't take her.
You don't have to worry about rehab when she watches this show. And I got your phone number right here in that cell phone. Remember, I called you. I've got your home number and your cell number, and I'm going to make sure she knows when this show airs. Really, I'd like to be in the front yard when it airs, just to hear it.
Yeah, I would too. I probably will be.
So you really want to work on your Camaro before you work back on the 55?
Yeah, we're going to just leave this like it is a while and finish that. I got a 68 Camaro. We're going to put that motor out of Ralph's 57 in.
Old men and their hot rods. It never fails.
Well,
Tell you what, good looking 55. Appreciate you being on the show.
all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Get him home safe.
I'm going to try just getting him home. He may not want to go home.
He might not want to go home after it's
I'm
show
fixing to call my lovely wife and tell her how much I love her.
You better tell her in the next 2 weeks for this show airs. We'll be right back from Big Boyz Toyz. You know, if you have a vehicle, one time or another, you're going to need auto parts. Talladega Auto Parts, right there on Battle Street in Talladega, has all new auto parts for any types of vehicle. Also, Hyman Used Auto Parts in Talladega has over 2,000 vehicles, and you can find about anything you need for any type of vehicle right there at Hyman's. Give them a call today at 362-0705 at Hyman's or 362-1770 at Talladega Auto Parts. Also, St. Clair County, Talladega County, Hyman's also has wrecker service. Give them a call today. When you have an accident and your car breaks down the road, you have so much on your mind, you don't know where to turn. I've got your answer. Skinner's Body Shop and Wrecker Service here in Oxford, Alabama has 24-hour towing 7 days a week. They'll be there when you need them. Also, remember, when you do have that unexpected accident, you can choose the body shop of your choice to repair your vehicle. And the Skinner name has been known for professionalism and attention to detail for service for their customers for over 45 years. So stop by or call Skinner's Body Shop today. Tell them Barry Miller sent you by. You know, a lot of people, when you say molded carpet, they don't know what you're talking about. Auto Custom Carpet right here on Noble Street, downtown Anniston. Ken Howell and his staff, they have molded carpet for your vehicle. Molded carpet means it fits right in your vehicle. Pre-cut, all you have to do is pick out the color, tell them the make of the car, go in there on Monday, order that carpet. Guess what? Towards the end of the week, they'll be calling you to pick it up. Go home, it will lay right in that car. Any type car made, they have it right there at Auto Custom Carpet. Go by today or call and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. You know, in the state of Alabama, one thing that better be working perfect is that air conditioning. For all of your central heating and air conditioning needs, contact Wayne Mizell at Mizell Heating and Air Conditioning here in Oxford. They are state certified, bonded, and insured. Wayne and his staff do service, installation, new construction, and that yearly inspection. You know, every time you get a yearly inspection on that air conditioning unit, they check the Freon and check everything out, and it saves on that power bill. So give them a call today at 835-0509. Tell them Barry Miller told you to call. Next vehicle, 1969 Mustang convertible. Jerry McDonald. Jerry, welcome to Big Boyz Toyz.
Good to be here, man.
Don't see many 69 Mustangs around. Tell me about it.
Never seen but 8 of them in my life, and that's the only one I ever seen with factory air, and I paid $1,800 for that car 2 years ago.
Where'd you find it that cheap? You like that fella sitting right there. He can run up on a deal in a minute.
Pay Center in Huntsville, retired engineer, had it sitting in his backyard, covered up. Just restored it and parked it in 1994, 10 years before I bought it.
What'd you do, just run up on it? Or?
No, Barry, I did probably what you did. I asked him, did he know where an old model Corvette was? And he said, well, I don't know where one of them is, but there's an old Mustang sitting in my backyard you can have if you want it. So I went up there and looked at it, and I just couldn't believe what I was looking at. Amazing. If you got a lot of tax, I'll let you have it back.
If y'all wonder who that is in the background, that's Sonny Waits. Sonny Waits is the only man I ever seen. I interviewed him one day. He had this car. He said he just bought it. Said it was his dream car. He ain't had that car 3 days. He said, this is my dream car. I've always wanted one. And he went, and a minute later, he said, it's for sale. I mean, when he buys one, he can buy one right there. And you walk off, he's going to put a sale sign in.
Well, mine's not for sale. I bought mine to drive.
Yeah, you bought yours to keep.
Air works better than the heat in it, let me tell you.
Now, where all do you go with this? And you go cruising everywhere.
I went everywhere in it. I mean, it's a brand new car.
You've
got about 1,200 miles on it.
You've got several different cars. Which
Yes,
one do you
I
like
have.
driving the most? The most.
That black and yellow Model A. We rode in it all Sunday afternoon last Sunday.
It's good to ride around here and all, but if you go into like Bowden or something, you want to take this or something.
No, I take my mile later Bowden because it gets 35 miles to a gallon of gas. That right there gets about 12.
Don't get as much. Now, what kind of motor and all's in this one?
That's got a 302.
302 automatic?
No, it's 302 with a 4-speed with factory air. And that's it. It didn't have anything else special on it. It has no power brakes, no power steering. It's hard to drive, let me tell you.
It's not many of the Mustangs around that come with 4-speed stock in this model, is it?
I don't know about that. I thought all the Mach 1s was 4 speeds.
I thought, you know, most of
Well,
them.
about convertibles, though, I don't know. I've never seen but 8 of them, and the other 7 I seen was automatics.
All of them was automatic.
4 of them's in a junkyard in Webster, Florida. That's
Now,
where I
these
went and bought
original-
4-speed at.
Now, these hubcaps, what come on these cars?
No, you want me to explain that to you?
Explain
Mr.
that.
Bill Hagler had those hubcaps when once we picked this car up, he bought a 66 Mustang from Sonny King, and those hubcaps were on it. And my wife said, well, let's go. He had them in the newspaper, and he had already told me he had them, and she said, well, let's go look at them. So we went out there, and we put them up beside the car, and they looked real good, and so we bought them. They're actually off a 66 Mustang, and I've got the original hubcaps that come with it. There's 6 of them come with this car.
You get 6?
There was 6. There was 2 in the trunk.
So they must give you 1 for the spare and 1 if you lose one.
I guess so. I don't know. There was 6 with it.
Now, you did most of the work or on it, or?
Dale Thacker restored it for me. He did it all. I owe it all to him. He did an excellent job.
And that's
I'd
interior-
recommend anybody to go to it.
And that's the interior, everything.
He did it all. Yes, he did.
How long did it take him to do it?
3 months.
That's quick.
Yep, I picked it up September the 23rd.
I mean, not knowing what shape it was in when you started.
Well, it was
3 months.
almost in that shape right there when we started. It had some bad spots in it, and everything we couldn't buy new for this car, he handmade it. And not many parts are reproduced for a 69 convertible. You can buy anything for a fastback, but you can't for this car.
So where'd you have to find the parts? Just redo them or make them? Or?
Well, he got some of them out of California, and National Parts Depot in Ocala, Florida is where I got all the interior. Now, Dale didn't put the interior in this car. Mark's Auto Trim did that. Mark did that.
Anything else you want to do to it? Or
No, just drive it.
drive it and have fun, enjoy
That's
it?
right, ride.
I tell you what, good looking Mustang.
Well, thank you, baby.
Dale done good.
He did an excellent job. You wouldn't buy a brand new one that looks any better than that, I'm telling you.
And not any tighter either.
He was trying, when Dale went to get it, he was trying to explain to me what the cost was for everything, how he was charging me. I said, Dale, I don't need all that. Throw that in the trash can. How much I owe you? And I paid him, and I said, I want the car. I'm ready to go. I was going to a car cruise right then.
Ready to take it to cruise and
I was
go.
ready to go.
Tell you
I
what,
just couldn't wait till I got it.
good looking vehicle.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you,
you being
Barry.
on the show. We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toys. Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys. You see the sponsors on this backboard? These sponsors is what brings Big Boyz Toys to you each and every week. If it wasn't for the sponsors and the car owners, you wouldn't be watching Big Boyz Toys 6, 7 times a week there in your homes. And it's a new show each and every week. We're getting our calendar ready for 2007 right now. If you've got a car show coming up and we're not booked that day, I'll try my best to be there. And if you want to be a sponsor of Big Boyz Toys, give me a call today. 283-4404, area code 256, and say, hey, I want to be a part of the #1 show in Northeast Alabama. RTL Printing and Sign, Pell City, Alabama. Randy Loverton and his staff can do any kind of printing or sign work you need, from business cards, letterhead. They do the Big Boyz Toys business cards. They do sign work on the outside of the building. He's got a saying, a business with no sign is a sign of no business. And he can do any type of sign, lit signs, you name it. Randy can do it. Banners, he does any type of banners and flyers for car shows, cruise-ins, a little bit of everything. Give Randy and his staff a call today at RTL Printing and Sign at 205-338-9459. You know, your vehicle is a possession that everyone needs at all times for safe transportation, whether it be going to work, going to church, or just that family vacation. Friendship Automotive right here on Friendship Road in Oxford has the personnel with the experience to keep your pride and joy running smoothly. From brakes, tune-ups, shocks and struts, engine analysis, they're second to none in this area. They also specialize in electrical wiring on all makes of vehicles. Stop by and see Randy, Russell, or John today. Tell them Barry Miller sent you by, and that I said they're the best around when it comes to your vehicle. You know, the most important decision you'll ever make in your lifetime is to purchase a home, and you want the most professional real estate agent in the business. Well, Charlotte Smith of Gold Star Realty is that agent. Charlotte has helped several families and purchase their dream home. From listing, showing, to selling, Charlotte puts her clients first. And remember, no matter whose sign is in the yard of the dream home you want, you can contact Charlotte to professionally handle your purchase. Call Charlotte today at 256-282-0054. Graves Tile and Stone right here in Trussville, Alabama is your #1 location for countertops, ceramic tile, marble, granite, and brick pavers. And with over 40 years experience in the business, they are simply the best. They welcome new construction or remodeling and even repair those leaky showers. With their free estimates, why should you call on anyone else? Give them a call today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to call. Next vehicle, Jerry Coleman, 1955 Pontiac. Jerry, welcome to Big Boyz Toyz.
Yeah, pleased to be here.
Convertible. Tell me about your car.
55 Pontiac, bought a few years back. I've been working on it ever since. Chevy engine, Chevy transmission, and rear end, and other than that, it's just a 55 Star Chief Pontiac.
I've been knowing you for years, and you always sing Chevrolet, man.
I know it's pretty to me, though.
Oh, it's a beautiful car,
Yeah.
but all I've ever seen you in Chevrolet. Now, this 55, you don't see a lot of these convertibles anywhere. Now, where'd you find this one?
In center, sitting on the car lot. One of my buddies called me. Same day it went on the car lot, I drove up that night and bought it.
Y'all completely redone everything on it, didn't you?
Yeah, redone everything. It was a ragged mess, you know. But the Chevy engine, because you can't hardly find, and the parts are hard to find.
All the parts was there, you just had to redo them, or?
Everything needed redoing. It had to have everything. So you just couldn't find, you know, it wasn't no cream puff now when I bought it.
Now, you do your interior work and all there.
Yeah,
Y'all do something for other people, but do you do a lot, or just most of y'all's?
mostly mine. That keeps us pretty busy. And we do some work for other people too, you know.
Now, the color of this is, I know it's not original.
No, that's a Chrysler color, 02, I believe. But I'm not even sure about that. We picked through the book so much, painted 3 different colors, sampled test spots on it before we came up with this combination.
Now, if you remember back in 55, you know, I was just a baby in 55.
Oh yeah.
Well, I just got here in 55, really. But I can remember these cars back in the 60s when I was 10, 15. Most of these convertibles you seen was two-tone. You didn't see solid white or, I seen most
Very
of it.
few.
Most of
Solid,
them-
'cause most of them two-tone.
Most all of them was two-tone somehow.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
convertible, most of the hardtops was.
Most of them, absolutely. You hardly ever seen a solid color car. I don't know, just wasn't the way to go. So you didn't see very many.
And really, if you think about it, Chevrolet, you know, nowadays they paint very few two-tone cars. Most of them are solid.
Today,
The new cars.
I don't even look at the new cars. I don't like them anyway.
I mean,
Want no
most of
new
all the
car.
brand new cars you look at nowadays are solid one color.
The last new car they built was the '94 Camaro that I really liked, and since then, I like a Mustang a little bit. That's about it.
Okay, you're a business owner here in Anniston. Tell me about
Yeah.
the fanfare. What do you think about the Finish Line fanfare? Rob, Gene, and everybody getting it together downtown here in Anniston.
Well, to start with, I thought it was tomorrow night, and unprepared, I'm here because I really thought it was tomorrow night. But the more I think about it, it's great.
It's always the Friday before the race in spring because football season. Now, the fall race, it'll be Thursday night before the race because football season goes on in the fall.
Okay, I suggested a long time ago at a city council meeting that we have drag races in the middle of town. I still
Drag
think
race.
that's a good. Yeah.
I don't think the city.
No, this is back a long time ago. You
Oh, I
know,
don't
we
think I
raced
let it-
anyway.
I don't think I let us race nowadays.
No, I don't
We're
think
being
that's
in
right.
bars like them fellas right yonder.
Well, I sure thought it'd be a lot of fun to block off the streets, just smoke the place up, you know.
Look good with it.
I believe it would look good.
Tell you what, good looking vehicle. Appreciate you being
Thank
on the
you,
show.
buddy.
Put a cone in your parking place. You can go right back to it. We'll be right back.
Looking for great savings on new and pre-owned cars and trucks? Then head on over to Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC. Our courteous and knowledgeable sales team is ready to show you our huge selection of cars and trucks at out-the-door prices. Don't settle for our competition's offer. At Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, we're committed to sales, service, and customer satisfaction. So head on over to Ron Newton's. We'll treat you right. That's Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, top of the hill, Quintard.
Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller. Let me tell you about a place that has 50 years combined experience in the following areas: personal injury, bankruptcy, divorce, DUI, criminal defense, child custody, and even workman's compensation. I'm talking about Merle, Matthews, and Allen right here on Layton Avenue in Anniston. They have free consultation on personal injury cases. Contact Jake Matthews, Ronald Allen, or Stanley Allen at this firm, and they will give you the best legal advice around in this area. You know, they say that when you go to court, always take an attorney with you. Well, when you take one of these attorneys, you take the best. Give them a call today, 256-236-5063. Let me tell you about the best kept secret in Northeast Alabama. Cider Ridge Golf Club in Oxford, Alabama is one of the most beautiful golf courses you will ever play on. They have a pro shop with special prices on some of the most popular name brands of golf and equipment. With a banquet room and staff, they can also handle any type of golf tournament or just a corporate or small group function. Lonnie Reese, the PGA Pro and manager, also has golf lessons for people of all ages. Call or visit Saddle Ridge Golf Club today. Tell them you heard about them on Big Boyz Toys and receive a special discount on that next great round of golf. Big Chiefs RV sells parts and service right here in the old Anniston Airport building. Anniston Airport Boulevard, Oxford, Alabama. I tell you what, any kind of camper, RV, motorhome, you name it, Eddie Brown and his staff have it. From Gulfstream, Timber Lodge, Ford Trail, Genesis, they got all parts and accessories. Anything you need accessory-wise for your RV or your camper, they have it right there. Give Eddie a call today at 1-800-335-3617. Tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to call. Next vehicle, 1985 Hummer, United States Army, Alabama National Guard. Specialist Self, Specialist Coleman, PFC Robinson. He's next. He'll get that. That's the next one. PFC, the next one's going to be that. You'll be right there. Tell me a little bit about the Hummer. First of all, I want to thank all of you. They've got 3 vehicles down here for the fanfare. A lot of people coming up asking you questions. I seen all them women standing over there a while ago. You're grinning like a mule-eating bride.
One pretty little one. She brings me water about every 30 minutes. I like that.
She brings him water every 30 minutes. You ain't trying to get her to join?
No, she's too pretty.
Too pretty to join. Don't let your sergeant hear that. Tell me a little bit about the Hummer and what y'all do with it.
Well, the Hummer is actually part of our mobile event team, which these 2 guys are with here. Travels all over the state at recruiting events and around at high schools, car shows, stuff like this. As he was saying, it's 1985 Hummer was deployed over into global war on terrorism, so it spent its time overseas. They were going to send it to the salvage yard, but instead they decided to sink $20,000 into it and fix it up and let people see what all the Guard has with it.
$20,000 just they sunk into the regular Army Hummer. Now, what all this thing got in it back there? I heard a boom box.
I'll let these guys here describe that.
It's got four.
Come a little closer.
It's got 4 Alpha Sonic 12s with 4 2,000 watt amps, and it's got a DVD player and 20-inch drop screen. It's got Uncle Sam seats. That's about it.
They stuck $20,000 worth of equipment in a Hummer, and the main object is to get the 18, 19-year-olds' attention. Thumping will do it. All you gotta do is thump 2 Noble Street, and you'll get their attention. Now, where's some of the places you take it?
As I said, they travel around all over the state. This is actually our state vehicle, so it stays pretty local, everywhere from down the Mobile area, Huntsville, everywhere like that. Travels around to high schools, any type of events going on.
Y'all wasn't having no helicopter coming, was you?
Not that we know of. I don't think that's one of ours.
I didn't book no helicopter, Jerry, I promise. That one had a cross on the bottom of it. You don't want to ride in that one. Now, where's y'all's next event, the race?
They're actually going to be at the race tomorrow, and pretty much the rest of the weekend they're going to spend out there.
So actually, y'all in the National Guard and get to have fun doing it.
Yeah. We do this full time. We do active duty. We just go around the whole state full time and help recruiters and PR.
Active duty, full time, ride around the Hummer and thump. You can't beat that with a stick. Tell you what, it's a good looking vehicle. Charlotte Smith was walking around here. I can't find her now. She's another one of our sponsors. We've got several of our sponsors here tonight. I about lost my voice, but I'm going to get through it. I want to thank all the sponsors on the backbone. Always remember, these sponsors and these car owners is what makes Big Boyz Toys possible. Wayne Mizell was up earlier. Charlotte Smith walking around. Several of them that's up there is here. You know, and people watch this show each and every week. They don't understand, well, if it wasn't for you people, if it wasn't for the car owners, especially them sponsors, they couldn't watch this show. We're in our 6th year. We've been going 6 years and ranked #1 in several parts of the state, so it's doing good. Appreciate y'all coming up.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming up. Is there anything y'all want to say before we go? Tell everybody goodbye. Or join the Guard. Join the Guard, he said. We'll see y'all next time on Big Boyz Toys.